So here's the deal. Let me tell you what happened to me. So both of my daughters, as you know, by listening to the program, watch the show, are junior Olympic volleyball players, and they're constantly at volleyball practice, and they're constantly looking for places to eat because they're always on the go. So a couple weeks ago, I called and I said, what do you guys want me to bring in? Because after practice they're hungry.
Yeah.
It was at 9 o'clock at night.
Well, they worked hard and they're volleyball players. Yeah. My daughter's a midget, so thanks for rubbing it in.
There's a reality show waiting to happen. So here's the deal. So I roll into this place. They say, and so my daughter says, I want you to go to that teriyaki place, that Hawaiian place over in Poway. And Poway, I understand you listen to this from across the country, but Poway is a part of San Diego. So I walk in there, and not only am I digging the food, but I start looking on there, and these folks have several locations, Russ. Yeah. And I realized, remember Ralph Rubio? We covered his company way back when he went public.
I got wasted with him in Mazatlan, I think it was.
And who didn't? By the way.
That's where he got the fish taco recipes, actually out of Mexico, and brought them back up and went from there.
So we decided to bring on the Surf Brothers right in studio. Welcome, boys. How are you?
Very good. How are you?
Nice. So we got Big Bro Amir and our little bro Amir and Big Bro Ezra. Is that right? Reza. Well, yeah.
Well, you got the right letters, Bob.
Hey, it's one of the books of the Bible. I tried to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, maybe you're just
Reza and Amir. There you go. Well, guys, welcome to the show.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Wasn't here. Hi, how are you?
So you guys look way too young to run a business. What are you, staring down the barrel like 22, 23 years old?
No, I'm 31.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, you're holding it well.
36.
Okay, fine. Wow. That's good. So tell me the story because first of all, the food's great, and if you want to find out, we'll put the website up on bigbizshow.com, or you can check it out on the screen if you're watching on television. Tell us a story because we formed a new segment on this program called Birth of Big Biz.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what we called it. We could have come up with a better name.
All right. So tell us how does this whole thing start?
I'd have to pass it on to him.
All right.
I was in high school.
Ezra, Nehemiah,
Reza,
whatever.
Call me Susie.
All right.
I was in high school working at a restaurant, my first job ever. And I was just working there, and slowly I learned things. I said, I can do this better.
No kidding.
So out of high school, we moved down here, and 3 months later, when I was 18, opened up my first location in Encinitas.
This is what's scary to me because the number one failing business in this country is the restaurant business.
Yeah.
Because of cockiness.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
People are just way too confident.
They're too confident. They think, they'll come. I can cook whatever I want.
They keep wrecking the food and trying to serve it. No one's buying it.
Exactly. Or they spend too much money in it.
Here's my question, though, because this is pretty simple stuff. This is what I would call I wouldn't call it fast food because it's not a drive-through.
Nope.
But it's kind of fast food because you go up and order. What is it? What category are you guys in?
Convenience food? It takes 45 minutes to cook the food.
Okay.
So it's just
there's no sitting there. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
And everything's
there's a bar.
No, there's no bar.
What else can I do 45 minutes?
But you don't have to wait for 45 minutes. They cook it and it's ready for you when you get there.
Well, here's what I want to say, that I'm eating it, and it tastes like it's been barbecued, like right off a barbecue, grill.
But this isn't barbecue. This is Hawaiian kind of, right?
Yeah, the charbroil on the grill.
Oh, charbroil, that's what I meant.
Oh, there you go.
Well, barbecue, charbroil, whatever, resin.
So the business model, it's Reza.
Reminds me of middle school.
Reza and Amir.
Just like middle school again.
Isn't it really?
Very Hawaiian names, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly right.
I think a razor and a mirror. I used to have a razor and a mirror in my glove box back in the 80s. That was, hey! All right, knock it off. Move on with your little interview.
Okay, so here's my question. So you started one, and you go to family and friends, go to dad, go to the bank.
We borrowed $35,000 total from credit cards, friends and family.
And that was it?
That's it.
And you started from there. And did you have an idea of the food you wanted to do at that time? Or did you just
I had an idea. I know exactly what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just 18 years old, right out of high school. I don't know. I never went to college.
Right.
So I did it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, you
never went to college.
You didn't have to go, I hate college. See, a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. Get out of college and go get a life. Anyway. Sitting around.
Get out of life and go start a restaurant.
Kill it? Yeah. Hurry up. I'm hungry here.
Okay. So how long did it take for you to realize that, okay, this is successful? I'm doing this on my own, and now I think I want to start another one.
About 2 weeks ago, practically. Literally 2 weeks ago. Seriously.
Well, because you got like 7 locations.
I just opened up these 2 locations about a month ago.
I understand. But the point I'm trying to make, though, is that that's a big leap going from one location. That's like having...
That's entrepreneurial stuff.
Well, it is. And you realize, that's how some of look at McDonald's started with one restaurant. Arby's started with one restaurant. Burger King, Rubio's, which is a publicly traded company, which unfortunately the idea didn't catch on the East Coast because the food. I don't think anybody east of California understands Rubio's business, but they'd understand this because this is a Hawaiian Islands kind of feel, and everybody kind of gets that. So my question for you is I mean, are you confident enough at this point to take it to the next level, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 restaurants, or do you stay here for a while? What's the next step?
I never think about the next step. I go with the flow.
Yeah.
If I have more financing, I'll open up as many as I want to.
Yeah.
Well, when we come back, we'll talk about that very thing because that's a scary deal because the banks have basically
that's
shut
the
down.
problem right now.
And we'll talk about how the economy is affecting you. Surf Brothers Teriyaki, surfbrothers.net, part of our Birth of Big Biz. It's kind of a small cap world here today, Wednesday. Russ, you enjoying the food over there, pal?
I am, and look how big their freaking toothpicks are.
Yeah, those are huge. Those are.
Oh my God.
It's for people with long teeth, Russ.
Okay.
That's good.
I'm a little long in the tooth.
Russ and Sully on the Big Biz Show, BigBizShow.com. Back to our guests, Reza and Amir. BigBizShow.com. Don't go anywhere.
The Big Biz Show will teach you literally nothing about women. Here's Sully and Russ.
Russ and Sully on the Big Biz Show.
It's good.
BigBizShow.com. Surf Brothers Teriyaki.
Or they
Is
got
in the
shooters
house.
like the energy drinkers.
Go check them out. Reza and Amir are in studio. So Amir, how did you hitch your cart on this wagon? I mean, it's a family business now. So it's his idea, and you have to do all the work, right?
Yeah, that's the way it works. My parents basically said, "You're not going to college. You work with the family." So
Hey, that's not a bad idea, though. Does it feel good to have a family business? You feel like you can try?
I couldn't do this without. It's impossible.
Because let me tell you, the next step for you guys is either a big organization comes in and buys you guys as you get bigger, or you go public.
Right.
And at that point, the hardest part for a small businessman, and I most of my listeners know, I've taken 75 different companies public. The toughest thing for the business owner is saying, okay, push it out of the nest. Of course, they're keeping 15% of their business, and it usually means about $30 million. At some point, you got to let that thing go and let the stock market take care of itself. For you have 7 locations total, correct?
Yes.
Now, at what point do you think, okay, look, I got to either entertain some of these offers by people that are going to buy me, or I'm going to go public so I can use stock for currency to build other business, or do you just try to keep it small forever?
Now, I definitely want to grow it, but you want to do this right. The problem with growing it is you forget about your customers, you forget about quality.
Yeah.
And you know how difficult it is?
So I don't know on the East Coast. I don't think the East Coast knows, but In-N-Out Burger is a family-owned business. That's a great model.
Exactly. And they don't want to grow.
absolutely.
Hey, what is sirachi sauce?
Sriracha is
Watch out here, folks.
Sriracha is that stuff I eat like by the gallon. You're dripping.
Just Japanese chili?
Yeah, that's
you
what it
guys and your chilies over there.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Good Lord, man.
So this economy we went through the last year was the biggest hit in most of our lifetime. How has that affected you guys as small business?
Amir knows. Go ahead.
Well, several of our restaurants are in business parks, and a lot of the business parks, the people that work there lost their job.
So and that's a direct effect on you.
Absolutely, we got worked.
So what made you guys go? Like you have I went to a retail location. I didn't go to like an industrial park. By the way, which is a whole great business model. Did it make you want to focus on retail at that point, or do you just have to remain fast?
It should be 50-50. 50 retail, 50 commercial.
Well, right behind Poway, you have a whole huge business park.
Well,
right there as
so
well.
so across the country, what that means is you've been by these industrial parks. A lot of workers are there, and they all flock to the deli or whatever's in there
At once.
The problem though is that closes at 4 p.m. How do you create a business model? I mean, can you still do the bill? You can still pay the bills that way when you're not open 24 hours a day?
Well, yeah. If you're that busy lunchtime, I would prefer that.
Really? Well, sure, because you're off.
Go home earlier,
Because you're
yeah.
off in the afternoon. Isn't that nice?
Oh, God.
All right. Well,
Darn
listen, guys. I want to thank you for
Does stuff
coming
come
in.
out?
We
Does
want
this come out of laundry easily there? What's your name?
Now, can people buy your
Resin?
teriyaki sauce online and all
No,
that stuff?
not yet. We're going to put that up online,
I'll
but
tell
any
you
of
what.
the stores.
Well, that's the next thing. We're gonna and Russ will have a bottle next to him, next to his bottle of scotch every day from now on. That's a good sound you're making over there on the mic. Yeah. Okay. But we want to follow the story, guys, and
Definitely.
and next time you have an event or something like that, we'll come out there and we'll broadcast live with you folks. It'll be
Thank
good
you.
stuff, so.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Very good.
Quick tip in case you do go into those restaurants. Don't make it. I'm telling you, I got teriyaki.